Okay, so we're gonna start. We're gonna start with hair care, and I said before to grab a pen and paper so we can take notes because we are going to draw a scale. What I did was I grabbed one of my little dry boards and I put shampoo. So go ahead on a piece of paper and write shampoo up top. Let's see if I can get close. And then you're gonna draw an easy scale. You can't fail. 3 lines, and you're gonna put 0 to 10. On top, you can put, you guys are squinting. I try to write big. On top, you guys can put, so on like here, so the breakdown would be 0 being the least hydration and 10 being the most hydration. And we're literally going to label each shampoo. We'll do conditioner right after. So you're gonna do 2 scales based on hydration. I feel that all these calls, they literally go through one shampoo at a time. They talk about the shampoo and then go on the next one. And to me, I didn't learn it that way. The way I learned it was the most hydration to the least hydration, because that's gonna then take you to the next step where you'll learn which type of hair needs what type of shampoo. So starting at 0, obviously all of them have hydration. I have the list of shampoos here. And where we're gonna focus is, so there's 3 types of shampoo that all go under. So it's either water base, you have cream base, and you have oil and cream base. Those 3 different types will actually drive you into which one is more hydrated. So that was water base, cream base, and oil and cream base of a shampoo. So from 0, which was the least hydration, looking at our scale of all the shampoos, and the best way to actually memorize these products is by actually testing it out. Most of you guys have all the shampoos and all the conditioner. You literally just put it on your hand and emulsify. You can feel how dense it is in hydration or how not so dense it is in hydration. So starting from like the least hydration, that would be advanced hydration. Advanced hydration, so which is the blue little bottle, advanced hydration is water-based. It has hyaluronic acid, which is why it makes it more water-based. So if you grab the shampoo, you'll notice it doesn't, it's not as hydrated because it's water-based, it's not cream-based. So 0 would be the first one, advanced hydration. Then after advanced hydration, and I'm gonna cross it out because I didn't do it with the scale, I just made the list so I can go with it as I go. The next one in that list will be the, where am I? The black shampoo. So the black 2-in-1 would be the next one. You guys know that the shampoo, and it took me almost a year to figure that out. The shampoo is the volumized revitalizing shampoo, which is for oily scalp, is the shampoo that's actually in the black. The difference between the black and the revitalized hydration shampoo is that it has conditioner. Because notice, we say if it's oily, you're either gonna get black shampoo or revive. It's just based on if you have dandruff or not. But it's the same shampoo. The same shampoo is in the black shampoo with conditioner. So then the next one, so after advanced hydration, is the black 2-in-1 shampoo. After that one, and you guys can switch it back and forth. This is just you guys to get a mental note of based on how much hydration. If the hair is like super dense, like dry, like it needs a lot of hydration, you know to go towards the end of your scale based on the type of texture. After that, I have Revive. Revive is hydrating, it's not as hydrating. So you can put that one after the black shampoo. Then after that is the smoothing shampoo. Smoothing shampoo is pretty dense in hydration, but it's not as dense as Renew shampoo. So after smoothing, Araceli, what happened? 3, I see 3. What happened? So it was the, where am I? Advanced hydration, black shampoo, the Revive shampoo, and then after that, smoothing. Smoothing shampoo would be next. And then after the smoothing shampoo, it's the Renew shampoo. And then by then you should be by 10. 10 being oil and cream. Remember, water, cream, and oil and cream base is the Super Nourish shampoo. Super Nourish is the only shampoo that we have that's cream and oil base. Now, there is a list of 4 that I put in the bottom. You don't have to put those on the scale. But what I did on the bottom, I put exceptions. So you're going to have exceptions shampoo, and I'll tell you why. The exceptions will be the restructuring line, so the restructuring transformation line, the intense repair shampoo. I didn't put that in the scale because I feel like that's an exception. The purified vinegar shampoo, which is actually new. Guys, I just figured out that the mask is also a shampoo, the scrub. Didn't even know that, but that's not part of the exception. Yeah, Araceli. And then the toners. So the 4 exceptions to the shampoos are the restructuring, the intense repair shampoo, the purifying vinegar, and the toners. Okay, so we'll hit the exceptions just so we can just take it out the way because those are pretty easy. In order to use the exceptions, there needs to be some type of hair or scalp issue. If a person doesn't have any issues, they shouldn't be able to use any of these except the purifying vinegar. The purifying vinegar is for everybody, but let's say the person is new, you're not going to recommend her the purifying vinegar because you want to get her into the most basic lines, which would be renew, revive, smoothing. Okay, so that's why I put the purifying vinegar as an exception. The restructuring line, your hair has to be really, really, really damaged, meaning the person did really high in like bleach, did really poor keratin, any chemical that damaged their hair, that will be the restructuring line. That's the reason why it's in the exception. This line is good for that amount of time. So let's say the person's hair is really bad and you just recommended that. You want to check in with them at least after a month, because once their hair is restored, this line is no longer good for the hair because it already restored it. The job of the restructuring line is to fix the hair. Once the hair is fixed, now you got to switch that person, the customer or market partner, over to one of the basic lines. Yes, Sophia. Wait, hold on, Sophia, stop. Where are you? Why did you put your seatbelt on? Go put it on again. Okay, so after that one is the intense repair shampoo. The intense repair shampoo should not be given to everybody. This intense repair shampoo is given to people that have really bad balding, a lot of hair loss. The reason why is because all of our hair products have Capixo, and we're gonna go into Capixo in a little bit. Capixo is the main ingredient that strengthens your hair follicles and it makes your hair grow. It promotes hair growth. The reason why we don't recommend it to everybody, the intense repair, because it has 3 times the amount of Capixo. So if you just recommend it to somebody, the intense repair shampoo, one is very dry. It's very like acidic dry. So if this person is just using that shampoo, more than likely, they will break out into a rash. I have yet anyone to meet that just uses the intense repair shampoo an entire month and they don't have some type of rash. It's because it's a very dry shampoo. So this is number 2 on the exception list. If you're gonna recommend the intense repair shampoo, you need to pair it up with a hydrating shampoo, whether it's smoothing or renew, whichever of the 2. So they would do the first wash with the intense repair, right, to get all that Capixo into their hair follicle. The second wash has to be hydrated because if not, the scalp is gonna be too dry and they will eventually get some type of rash. I like to be honest, and I'm gonna tell everybody that that happens because I've met people throughout the process of me recommending in the beginning where I wasn't, knowledgeable with products. And all the VIPs that I recommended that shampoo a month later had like a red rash running down their neck and their scalp was too itchy and too dry and I couldn't figure what was the issue until I tried it myself. And it's a very dry shampoo. So that was exception number 2. Exception number 3 is the purifying vinegar. For those who have tried it, I'm gonna try it tonight. It's a vinegar wash, so it detoxes your scalp. So it's exception number 3. Everyone can use it, but it's definitely not a product you wanna recommend to a first-time user, right? And then the 4th exception was toners. We don't have that many toners available, right? I think right now we have the brunette, but a toner is a toner. A toner does not clean your hair. This is where I tell people, if you're gonna recommend a toner to somebody, it's just going to tone the hair color, enhance the hair color. It's not going to wash. So if you're gonna recommend a toner, you need to recommend a shampoo that's gonna wash their hair. So those were the 4 exemptions. Okay, that was shampoo. So now you're gonna flip your page over and we're gonna do the same thing with conditioners. And conditioner is a whole lot easier because we don't have that many. So you're gonna do conditioner, the same scale that you just did. I don't have shampoo here, but you can erase this and put conditioner. Do 0 to 10. 0 being the less hydrated, and then 10 being the most hydration. And you can do a list of exemptions, but there's only really one. The conditioner is pretty easy. And I'll read over the remarks. Do we need to recommend? What happened?
Love you.
I love you too. Crystal, for the exception shampoos, if you're going to do the intense repair shampoo, yes, we recommend that you recommend it with something else, because the intense repair shampoo is very dry. It's literally like just putting, I say alcohol on your head, because there's no hydration. It has too much capixo. You should use it with something else. The restructuring line, that's for everybody that has just damaged hair, and they have to use the entire line. It's not like, oh, she can use a shampoo and switch the conditioner and the hair mask. Like per Monat and the scientists, like the science board members, they recommend that for the restructuring line, you use the entire restructuring line for the hair that's damaged. Okay, so conditioner. From the least hydrated to the most hydrated, again, water, cream, oil, and cream base. So the least hydration being advanced hydration, again, it's water-based. So it feels like the least hydration, but it has hyaluronic acid. So it will hydrate the hair, but it's water-based. It's not cream-based. After that is the revitalized, it's volumizing revitalized conditioner. I call it revitalized. I forget the volume because it is that. Revitalized conditioner would be after advanced hydration. After that is the intense repair conditioner. So that one like is in the in-between. After that would be the smoothing deep conditioner. And then the final one, that's the only one that's cream and oil based, is the super nourished conditioner. The other conditioner I didn't mention is the restructuring, because again, is one of the exceptions. I keep saying exemptions because of the airline. Exception. Restructuring conditioner has to work with the shampoo. That is the only line, if you guys notice, that is the only line that you need to do it backwards. So it's conditioner first and then shampoo. It'll say it in the bottle, conditioner first and then shampoo. And then the toners. Again, the toners work the same way. You need a conditioner. Although if you don't have frizz problem, you really don't need a conditioner, because I can get away with just using the toner conditioner. But because of the bleach, I have to use smoothing. But if I didn't have frizz, the toner conditioner can work by itself. It's the shampoo that doesn't clean. Okay, so with that in mind and that scale in mind, I feel that this is a great stepping stone for you guys to start figuring out the hair type and what you recommend. If you have like thin to medium virgin like hair, it's not, it's not chemically processed or damaged. One thing that you can say, okay, so where on the scale does this person need a lot of hydration? Does she need the in-between type of hydration? Or her hair is good, she just needs a light hydration? Then you would already know, okay, it's either advanced hydration or smoothing. If you look at that scale and you can pinpoint it. If someone says, I have coarse hair and it's very extremely dry, start thinking about, okay, this one needs a lot of hydration. Move to the end of your scale. What's there? If you're talking about shampoo, you're thinking about Renew shampoo or the Super Nourish. Super Nourish is cream and oil. So use that scale for you guys to gauge where are you going, who's gonna get which type of shampoo and which type of conditioner. After that, I have written down, I'm gonna share my screen. It's the 4 main ingredients. Let me share. The 4 main ingredients to our products. Where is it? I Googled it. Here. If you Google what is procalcitonin, Monat is going to send you to their science website. So this is their science side of the products. And what I did was, because I do not memorize this, all I know is that Capixo makes your hair grow, and it thickens your hair strand, and it strengthens your hair follicles. You don't need to memorize this. If you want to, you know, show off your science side on your social media or your customers, go ahead and memorize it. Figure it out. Like Google what is procratoline, and I just looked this up. You guys can take a picture of it. So you guys can figure out what our main ingredients. Our Rejuvenate oil, so we all know that our main key ingredient is what's in the Rejuvenate oil. It has 13 plus natural essential oils, and that literally is in every single shampoo bottle. The oil is in there. It has a lot of ingredients. If you go, that's my next step to show you guys how to find all of this. When you go to your home page, if you go to resource library, you're gonna go here, and you can find everything about hair products in this tab. And you guys can, and this is gonna be later on your homework, you guys gotta get familiar with this, because calls are amazing, but if you don't apply yourself to learn these things on your own time, you're gonna stay stuck just getting knowledge and not putting it into play, because you're not gonna know how to explain things or how to do things. So when it comes to, like, let's say a conditioner, they're all separated. So you have the shampoos here, you have the conditioner here. When you hit explore, each conditioner has its own fact sheet. Again, you don't have to memorize it, but let's say, how did I know that the Super Nourish conditioner was oil and cream based? Well, the fact sheet actually told me this. It says it here, oil cream conditioner. So there's oil and cream based, but you can look up the ingredients, what the Rejuvenate oil has, like what is it, what's inside, which essential oils are inside, by just looking at the fact sheet. So that was one thing I wanted to show you guys, like how to get to these fact sheets. You can actually print it out. I know when I was heavy duty giving samples to new people, I would give them samples and I will literally print out a fact sheet, and I will give them a shampoo, a conditioner, everything that I gave them a sample of, I would print out a fact sheet and I would give it to them. If I couldn't print it out, I would definitely PDF them the actual fact sheet so they can use the product. But guess what? Now you can read what ingredients are in the products that you're testing out. The next thing I wanted to show you guys, so this is the next thing we're going to use, is this right here, product recommendation guide. And again, it was resource library, the hair product file, and then you click on this here. I guess I can leave it there, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through scenarios. This is where you break down, is the hair thin, is it medium, is it thick, is it coarse, is it curly, is it straight? This is where now you start to look at your scale and ask yourself, okay, what is it that this hair needs, or what is it that the scalp needs? So a scalp can either be dry, oily, or normal. So when you think about dry, if you look at this chart, which you can also print out because I printed it out to have it myself, dry, if your scalp is dry, right, based on the chart, you either have two options. So you either have black shampoo. I'm gonna stop sharing because I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. I can't see any of you guys. Hold on. Okay. So if you have an oily scalp, right, you have two options. You either have the Revive Volumizing Revive shampoo. You want more? Señores, espérate, que Sofía wants to ask for everything when I'm on the call. I'm coming, guys. Sorry. So on an oily scalp, you have to ask. So if someone says it's oily, okay, do you have dandruff? Because you can have an oily scalp and it have dandruff. Dandruff means your scalp is dry. So it's actually removing dead skin cells that are in your scalp. So when you ask them that, if it's just oily, then you know it's the Revive shampoo, which if you think about it, also makes sense. Volumizing Revive, the reason why you get volume is because it doesn't have that much hydration. So it doesn't weigh your hair down. That's another way to remember the difference between Renew and Revive. If the person says my scalp is oily, but I have dandruff, you're going to need to control the oil, but add some hydration back into it because the scalp is dry, is full of flakes. So that's where the black shampoo comes in. You can say the black, right? Because it has shampoo and conditioner with it. So based on the chart that I was sharing before, it has fine to medium hair. It has the advanced hydration, shampoo, and conditioner. But now, this is where it goes into more in depth. If the hair is virgin-like, it has no chemicals, no hair products, your hair is new, like fresh. There's nothing, no damage on it. The advanced hydration is going to be amazing for it. A side that is fine to medium hair, it's water-based. So for me, that I have bleach, my hair is in between now. But in the beginning, it was thin. I couldn't put advanced hydration because it wasn't enough hydration for my hair because it was chemically processed. So just be mindful. If someone says, I have bleach, you already know that advanced hydration is not going to work for them. They can try it, but it's not as hydrating unless you throw in there the smoothing deep conditioner. We'll get to the conditioner in a little bit. For damaged hair, depending on we're going to start with shampoo. You can do Renew. For damaged hair means like it's dry. The hair is dry because of the bleach or the keratin or what's that, the rizado, like when they curl their hair or uncurl their hair. So Renew shampoo would be amazing because that's hydrating. The smoothing shampoo would also be amazing. If someone says I do keratin, you can recommend the smoothing. The smoothing line shampoo and conditioner works as if it's keratin in the hair. So if you have a customer that says, oh, I do keratin, you know, my hair, I like it when it's slick and it's straight, that's the smoothing shampoo and smoothing conditioner. Is very dense in hydration. That goes from medium to thick hair because it's dense in hydration. For someone that says frizz literally means that your hair strand, so you have technically 5 layers in your hair strand, each hair strand, but our products penetrate 3. When you have frizz, it means that somehow within your hair, you've lost either the first layer, and I was learning this with my hairstylist, that now your hair just sticks up and it's just frizzy. So you need to start hydrating the hair strand to keep it down. So when you think about someone that says frizz, automatically say smoothing conditioner. The smoothing conditioner, because the smoothing conditioner is very thick. It's very cream based. If you look at your chart, it's almost towards level 10. What else? Damaged hair. We already know damaged hair. It was the restructuring line if it's really damaged. If it's not as bad, then the Renew shampoo, the smoothing shampoo, and then for conditioner can be the intense repair conditioner or the smoothing deep conditioner. So like I said, all of our products have Capixo in it. So there are specific products that has double the amount and then triple the amount. So all of them having regular amounts of Capixo in the products. The black shampoo has double the amount. So what I do is, and I've told some of my girls, the way that I got my hair to grow really fast, I would do every other wash, my first wash, the black shampoo, because of the double amount of Capixo. On my second wash, I do Revive because my scalp is oily. The reason why is because there's double the amount of Capixo. The only other product that we have that has 3 times the amount is the Intense Repair line. So shampoo and conditioner has 3 times the amount of Capixo. So let's say the person's not balding, but they do want to strengthen their hair follicles and they want their hair to grow, you can recommend the Intense Repair conditioner. That's totally going to be fine because it's hydrating. It's not bad. What? You want more? No more, right? Okay, cool. Good job. You drank it. So all of the products have original amounts of Capixo. Black shampoo, the black 2-in-1 has double the amount, and the Intense Repair line has triple the amount. What else on this chart? When someone says, I want volume means not much hydration. Because if you put too much, think about it, if you put too much lotion on your hand, if you do lotion and cream feels thicker on your hand. It's the same thing with your hair. If you put too much hydration, it's gonna weigh your hair down. So if someone says, I want volume, off the bat, think about Revive. Revive doesn't have that much hydration in it. Or Advanced Hydration, it doesn't have a lot of cream in it. So Revive would be straight your go-to. But now let's say this person says, oh, but my scalp is dry and I want volume. When you think about dry, think about Renew shampoo. Renew shampoo is because it's hydration. There's hydration in the Renew shampoo. So you don't want to recommend Revive shampoo to a dry scalp because you're using a dry shampoo on a dry scalp. Because that's going to make a drier scalp. So just be mindful using the chart. If someone says, I have this, this, and that, look at your chart and say, okay, what does this person need? Do they need less hydration? Do they need more? And then you go from there. You can always switch the shampoos and conditioner. They don't have to be smoothing shampoo, smoothing conditioner. Hydration, no, you can mix it. The only ones you can't mix is the restructuring line, which is why is an exception. Let's see. I think that's it for the chart. I'm not going to talk about styling products. I think the styling products are pretty easy. So if you are curling your hair, you can mix the curling cream with the Restore Leave-In or the mousse. It's all how do you like your hair? Do you like it to be curly soft or curly hard? There you'll know which styling product to use. The blowout cream protects up to 350 degrees. The thermal protecting cream protects up to 450 degrees. For that, there's a cream and there's a spray. Those are just the styling products. There's two different hairsprays. So there's one that is flexible, so it's not as hard. And then there's a spray that is very hard. Depending again what look you want, you'll know which spray bottle you want. What else? The taffy almost works like a gel, but it's the opposite. It's more of a cream, so it doesn't leave your hair stiff like gel does. And the glossy spray is literally oil in a bottle, but you can't spray it so close because if you spray it too close, it's gonna make your hair really, really oily. So whenever you're gonna spray it at a distance because it'll get to your hair. What was the other one that I was gonna say? The dry shampoo, don't spray it too close because that's another thing that I learned. If you spray it too close on your scalp, your hair is gonna be white and it's gonna be really hard to remove that for a little bit. So spray it at a distance, spray it a little bit at a time. And if you want to get like a maximum look on it, do it overnight. If you do the dry shampoo overnight, the next morning, your hair is going to be super clean and full of volume. It's going to be amazing. The leave-in conditioner works like every other leave-in conditioner. It's just a conditioner that you leave on and you don't take off. The Rejuva beads, I call it split end mender. It's just easier for people that are not even money to know what I'm talking about. That goes first before anything. I used to not care, but after looking into the Rejuva beads is the first thing to touch your hair after you get out. Learning from my hairstylist, she said that, so when you wash your hair, you're removing all the oils and all the dust and all the impurities from your hair. Whatever touches your hair first is what seeps into your hair strand. Remember the 3 layers? What seeps into your hair strand first. So after you wash your hair, Rejuva beads, if you're gonna do Rejuva beads, that goes first, and then everything else you wanna put in there. What is that's it for the styling products. If I missed any of them, literally they do what the name of the styling product says. There's nothing like that you gotta memorize. The next one is the hair mask, and that I can share my screen. All right, hair mask. Again, in the same location I found the resource library. The training, it says, I think January. Just go back really quick. Here, so be right here. Hit explore and you'll get this PDF file. So we have 6 masks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. We have 5 masks, but the main masks are these 4. And then I'll tell you why the 5th one is not in this list. So if you print this out, I literally just found out about this chart last week on the other product knowledge call that we had. This is pretty awesome and it actually taught me something. So if you guys can actually on your own time, like read it, kind of like get a hands on it, it'll make more sense. The way I memorized it before this chart was, again, from water base to cream and oil base, the chart. Put the mask in the chart. And the way I look at it is from the least hydration to the most hydration is the first one, advanced hydration. Why? It's water-based. If you touch this mask, I know when I first started Monat, no one told me about masks. I just shopped and I bought this one and God, I hated this mask. I'm like, I said it in Spanish, y esta porquería, because it's water-based. No one told me it's water-based. It's hyaluronic acid. But my hair didn't need a water-based hair mask. I needed a cream-based hair mask. It smells amazing, But the good thing about it, it tells you here what's it for thirsty hair. Why? It has hyaluronic acid. So that's the least hydration because it's water based. After that, I would honestly say in the list would be the Replenish mask. It's a mask. I always recommend this to everybody. When you guys recommend products to a new person, I would say one shampoo, one conditioner, a hair mask, and a styling product. You want to have that person feel like when they go to a salon. Usually when we go to salons or before Monat, we would do like a treatment, a salon treatment. What is that? It's a mask. So always try to recommend the hair mask. So this one, the Replenish mask, being the second one in the list. It says it's great for people who desire denser, fuller hair and are in need of hydration. So that's the Replenish mask. Another thing that I found out based on this chart is that the Replenish mask has Capixo. I didn't know that. So where I was putting Replenish mask on my ends, you know, to strengthen my hair because of the bleach, I could have been putting Capixo on. I could have been putting this mask on my scalp because it has Capixo. So that's why it's good to use your back office. Because for me, I learned this today when I looked at it. I'm like, oh, there's Capixo in it. I didn't even know that. After Replenish mask is this one, the hair transformation mask. This mask literally, again, is part of the damaged hairline. This mask literally feels like keratin on your hair. So when you put it on your hair and you wash your hair, it feels like you just you did like a whole slick of keratin on your hair. It leaves it smooth. It leaves your hair really straight. So that's this one. It's very hydrating. And then finally is the Super Moisture Mask. Something cool that I learned about the Super Moisture Mask is that the ingredients that it has, I'm guessing is the amino acid complex part of it. When your hair is wet and you put this mask, it works like a vacuum. It sucks in the water into your hair strand. So by the time you get out of the water, out of the shower, your hair feels so silky, like soft. It's because of that technology that I didn't even know. I learned that watching other Monat girls explain this, the science side. So that's a Super Moisture mask. So if someone says like, my hair is super dry, I don't know what to do with it, Super Moisture should be like your first go-to right away. This one would be in the 10 area of hydration. The one that's missing in here, that's not in here, is the charcoal mask. This is more, again, in the exception list. It's a treatment for your scalp. It does pretty much what the purifying scrub mask does, with the difference is that that scrub, the purifying one, the one that we just released, is shampoo, where the charcoal jelly that's not in this list, that's more of a, it feels like mud, and it looks like mud because it's also gray, but it smells like coconut. It smells like island. That's not in here because it's not a usual hair mask that you give to someone. It's more of a, again, down the line, if someone says like, what should I try next, you can recommend the charcoal jelly mask. But for now, I think we're sold out. I think I saw that we were sold out, so I wouldn't bother trying to figure out what that mask is for. Because usually when we're sold out on things, it's either we are not gonna have this mask anymore, or they're gonna come out with a newer technology. So that's this one, the charcoal jelly mask. I think that's it for hair mask, because the other one, the new hair mask, that the scrub that we came out with, which I just learned, is actually shampoo. So it works like a shampoo, the scrub. What else for? So that's it for hair products. Let me stop sharing because I can't see any of you guys or any questions. Does anyone have any questions before I just briefly touch skincare? Like, I'm not even gonna dig in deep because to me, skincare is pretty easy. The part that gets a little difficult is where you try to like learn like what does the kombucha thingy, like what's in there? What does it do to your skin? How does it react to your skin? That part I'm not familiar with. I think I need a Vanessa. Oh, Vanessa's here. I see your name. Does anyone have any questions about the hair products before we move into skincare? Can you put the link in the chat, please? Can you put the link in the chat? What link, Maida? Oh, Vanessa, you're working. Never mind. Vanessa won't be explaining skincare. Okay, so that was hair care. Skincare, it is very easy in the sense that the only thing you got to remember about skincare, there's a day routine and a night routine. And I'm going to share my screen just to get to that part. Let's see here. Hey, no toque eso. I'm trying to see, how do I find, let's see if I can just skincare how-to videos. I'm trying to find if there's like a PDF that just breaks it down, all of them, like this is day, this is night. I just know it off the top of my head. So I'll just go to the shopping tab. Skincare. So with skincare, and I'll just look at these two here. With skincare, so your skin is either normal, oily, or combination, or sensitive. So there's 4. And based on that response, it's gonna drive you straight to either be balanced or be gentle. Like that's as simple as it gets. So which one is which? This one is be gentle, and the way I memorize this is if the skin is sensitive, you need to be gentle with the skin. So you be gentle with your face. So this is how I memorize this. So yellow is the be gentle line. The yellow, peach, beige, whatever this color is. You program in your head, sensitive to normal skin. And then the blue one is oily to combination, balance. You need to balance the oil on your face to have a good skincare routine. So be balanced. So once you hear oily, be balanced. You need to balance the oil. If you hear sensitive, you need to be gentle with the skin. So that's how I memorize the both lines and who gets what. So the first step to every skincare routine is you wash your face. So cleanser goes first. The next one is the essence water. It looks like a toner, but it's not a toner because you don't need to, there's no alcohol in it, first of all. You don't need a cotton swab to like swab it down on your face. You literally take 2 to 3 drops and pat it on your face. And what this water does, it literally opens your pores to receive all the other stuff that you're gonna put right after. What I try to do is I try to do like the cheap way to see like what's the difference between if I skip step 2. Guys, it's a huge difference. My serum was not going on the same way. So if you guys want to test that out so you can explain it to your clients when they're like, oh, I don't need that water, you can explain it to them like, no, this step is very important because this actually prepares your skin to absorb the most that it can from all the other products they're going to apply. If you're going to do day, think about this. The day you need vitamin C on your face. So vitamin C is the C radiance. Where is it? This one here. So in the day routine, this is step 3. We're talking about serums now. Day routine, vitamin C. And then the night routine is the age rewind serum. So after that call that I mentioned that we had last week, we no longer should not be saying Botox in a bottle. I was guilty of that because that's what I was taught. It's not really Botox in there. It's just a anti-aging serum that allows your skin to tighten, thus delaying your, the wrinkles and the age spots and all that other stuff that age brings. So this is a nighttime routine. If you look up the ingredients to the age rewind, there are some ingredients that actually work better at night when you're not under the sunlight and you're actually resting. So you can remember the age rewind serum is going to work best at night because of the ingredients it has. That's an easier way to remember. This is part of the night routine. So after the serum, that's step number 3 is step 4. Again, depending on day or night. If you're doing day, you're either going to do the be balanced or be gentle. We already discussed which one would get what. So that would be or this cream or this one. If you're doing the night routine, you're going to get the night age control cream. This cream works for all skin types. There's also hyaluronic acid in this cream, which is really amazing, which is also why it's pretty pricey, even for us, because of the hyaluronic acid that's in it. So that's the night one. It looks different. So the bottles look different, so you can't really confuse them. After that, then you have, like, I call them the accessories. So you have the eye smooth cream that goes under your eyelids, on your eye area. You have the 30-second miracle. Sophia, you have the 30-second miracle that literally wherever you put it on your face, it tightens up within 30 seconds and you'll feel the effect within that time. What else is an accessory? Oh, I forgot the bakucho. Bakucho is part of the night. Based on, so our standards is not US standards as far as what the FDA approves. Our standards is UK standards, which is a whole lot stricter than the US. Like the US is trying to kill us with all the ingredients that they allow for us to use. So based on the UK, they highly recommend that you actually use the bakucho with the night cream together. So what I do is I do one pump of the bakucho and then I do a little bit of the night cream and I just mix them and I put it on my face. So this is part of the night routine. The difference, I haven't noticed much of a difference in the sense like if I use one over the other, but I have noticed that my skin is a lot plumpier because I've been using both. So you guys can test it out. One night do one or the next one and then see what's the difference. This one is a sun veil, so our sunblock is, I believe, is 30 SPF. I think it's 30. Yeah, 30. So we have sunblock. The Vanishing Balm Cream is literally a makeup remover. Nothing crazy about that, other than that it's just a makeup remover. Let's see, what else am I missing? The Berry Scrub. So the Berry Scrub is a face scrub, is also a mask. You can just scrub your face or you can leave it on for 5 minutes and it actually works as a mask. And that is it with the skincare products. So it's just that, either be balanced or be gentle, and then you add on the accessories. I call them accessories because they're not part of these four. One trick that I learned from Jessica, let's say you start up a client with hair products and you're gonna put in their flagship. I used to put the Rejuvenate oil, but I would run into people saying like, oh, that oil is too expensive, I don't want it, I don't want anything this month. So what you do is you set them up for success. So what you're going to do is you're gonna add the combo. Where's the combo? Here. So you start them off with hair care, let's say. In the flagship, you're going to add, or we recommend that you add because it does work. Jess was a genius in telling me this. This right here in their flagship. Why? Well, of course, is more than $84 to start with. And what you're doing is you're actually adding the accessories. And they're not going to be inclined to say, I don't need that, because they have hair products. And now you're introducing vitamin C. Who doesn't want vitamin C on their face? And you're introducing a night cream with hyaluronic acid that who does pretty much not want. So what you're doing is you're going to tell them like, hey, you should try these products. These are going to be really good. You get vitamin C, which is amazing. Which, by the way, this vitamin C, I used to think it was like orange, but it's not. It's caca du plum. And that ingredient is in Australia. And we are the only ones who have access to that type of fruit in the world, not even in the country, in the world. No one has access to that ingredient. So you can, spill the bean on that. But what you're doing is, because they, on their flagship, they just got this bundle. Guess what? On the next flagship, you can say, you know what? You're just missing the bundle. Why not get the next bundle? And now you have day and night routine, because literally they have the night, right? The cream, the serum is in here, the age rewind, but you just gave them the night and the day without them noticing. So that's one recommendation. Flagship, do the duo. And then the next flagship, you can say like, how did you like it? Did you like the serum or did you like the night cream? Obviously, they're gonna like it because it smells amazing. And then you're like, okay, so now you should try the 4-step skincare routine, and now you're all set. So that's another way that you could get the whole flagship. Let me stop sharing my screen because I can't see you guys nor any questions. Makes a huge difference. I'm working. Okay. So I think that's it. Wellness, I can't really say much about wellness with ingredients and stuff. All I know is that the prebiotic and probiotic, there's 2 capsules in one. The prebiotic, when it gets into your stomach, anything gets into your stomach, the acid dissolves everything that's in there. But with our technology, because we have 2 capsules in one, our acid will, break down that first capsule. So the second one would actually make it into our intestines, and the ingredients that's in that second capsule, which is the little blue one, has the bacteria that's going to eat away all the unnecessary stuff that you have in your intestine. That's as much as I know about that. Sophia, I'm coming. The fiber juice has 30 something fruits and vegetables that you need, that we don't really take on a daily basis. And the collagen is a collagen builder, so that's why it's vegan. It doesn't have any bones from animals. It just has ingredients that's going to make your body start promoting collagen if it stopped promoting collagen. And the energy, to me, honestly, the energy doesn't work for me. But then again, I've been having coffee since I was a kid, so I have the energy there. I don't feel like it works for me, but it has worked for other people. But basically, it has ingredients that's going to promote energy throughout the day without a crash. And the sleep drops, that sleep drop works amazing. That thing knocks me out. So the sleep drop, what it does, it relaxes your muscles and it activates your brain to start calming down. Give me 2 seconds because Sophia's in the bathroom and calling my name. Dame un segundo. I know. Okay, sleep drops. The difference with sleep drops and like for me, all the other stuff that are out there, I used to take melatonin and I would wake up with the biggest headache of my life. I would even bring down the dosage to, I don't know, point something, and it would still give me a headache and a half, and I would feel drowsy for the rest of the day. So melatonin for me didn't work. I take Zarbee's has like a lemonade powder, and it actually relaxes me and it also boosts my immune system. But I'd rather make money than not when I know the sleep drops work. So Zarbee's works for me, but I don't wake up with a headache. I can actually show you guys what it looks like. I can't find the box, but it literally is this. And the reason why I'm showing you guys outside of Monat, it's an immune booster and also relaxes your body. But when I got COVID, I'm no doctor and I'm not no health professional. But when I got COVID, this actually helped me like get like better faster because it's an immune booster. What I do tell people about the sleep drop is I used to take melatonin. It would give me a really bad headache and it would make me drowsy. As opposed to the sleep drop, it actually relaxes my body. I don't wake up drowsy and I don't wake up with a headache. That's something that's relatable. Like my mom has the same issue. My uncle has the same issue. So when I told them this didn't work for me, but this does, it makes people trust in you guys. They're like, wow, I deal with melatonin and I feel X, Y, and Z. So maybe the sleep drop is good for me because if that's how she was feeling and the sleep drop is working, it's a selling point. You can actually sell the product because people are more relating to you and how you feel with the sleep drops. What else is part of the wellness? I think that was it with wellness. I think I'm done. It's 2 droplets full. Yeah, so it's 2 droplets full. I do one because I'm stingy. It's time to buy another one. But yeah, it's supposed to be 2 full droplets. That's what the box says. What else? How much of the sleep drop? Okay, yeah. I think that's it. Definitely boosts energy.
Sam, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
For the intense repair shampoo, I think that that's something that has a big misconception where a lot of people feel like, you're only supposed to use it if you're balding, so on and so forth. So I kind of wanted to know what you thought about it because I know it has triple the time of Capixol and everything. So how would you use it, or for what kind of hair types would you recommend it? Like oily scalps, not oily scalps, things like that.
So the intense repair shampoo, what I do is part of my black shampoo trick. I use the intense repair shampoo once a month and I only do it on the first wash because it's too dry. So if you think about it, if it's that dry, it will definitely work with people with extra oily scalp. And I don't mean like oily, like, 3 days later, my scalp is oily. No, I mean like a person that washes in the morning and by night is so oily already. The intense repair shampoo would be great for that person because it's very dry. There's no hydration in it. Where I'm not so easy in recommending the intense repair shampoo is because it has that much Capixol. And let's say majority of the pharmaceutical hair products don't really have Capixol in it. Let's say this person is brand new and I get it. They want their hair to grow and their scalp is super oily. I wouldn't recommend intense repair conditioner because when you use something that's too much, it may not even be good for the hair. So let's say this person's never used Capixol, like their scalp has never felt what Capixol does to a scalp. And now you gave them something that now is like 3 times the amount. It may even irritate their skin. Like there's people that do recommend it first, but I'm one to say, like, if you're gonna recommend it first, recommend the hydration shampoo, because if not, they're gonna hate it. It's very dry. I don't know if you tried it before or if, like, that makes sense. I definitely can't put intense repair shampoo on my ends, because my ends being dry, it actually makes it even drier.
That makes total sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions? Because I think I'm pretty much finished.